In this video, my son and I will be replacing a variable timing solenoid on this 2008 Chevy Failblazer with a 4.2 liter inline 6-cylinder engine. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Rainier channel and my son's 2008 Chevy Failblazer. If you want to see the new grille and everything we put on there, new headlights, check out this video right here. But me and my son, Aaron, right? Yeah, Aaron. We're going to be fixing a trouble code on this thing, a P0014. I read up on this code to see what this was all about, so this is my quick and dirty summary of what I found. Code P0014 is defined as a B camshaft position timing over advanced or system failure. Now, these vehicles have a variable timing system to adjust the timing of the intake and exhaust valves in an effort to increase fuel efficiency and performance. Now, the engine control module uses the camshaft position actuator to adjust the camshaft accordingly, adjusting the way the valves are timed open or shut and the duration that those are open to increase horsepower, fuel efficiency, etc., etc. The common symptoms for this are decreased engine performance and increased fuel consumption. The common problems that trigger the P0014 code are the camshaft variable timing solenoid failing, engine oil levels too low, the engine's not timed correctly, the engine oil does not meet the manufacturer's requirements, variable valve timing actuator failure, or a worn timing chain. The most common repair needed for this code is just simply an oil and filter change, but this vehicle has had a proper oil change, so I am suspecting that the variable valve timing solenoid is probably malfunctioning or is gummed up. So we're going to pursue that angle. So anyway, we've got the new replacement parts in AC Delco. There's the part number, and we got this from carparts.com. Ordering this is really simple. Just on my mobile phone, went to carparts.com, punched in the information for this 08 Failblazer, located the part, added to cart, and before I knew it, it was at my house. So get really fast service from carparts.com. But again, this is what we're going to be replacing. It is the variable valve timing solenoid for this 2008 4.2 liter inline 6-cylinder engine. And that's what we're replacing right here. So I'll show you how we do it. So first things first, we're going to remove the negative battery cable. Since we're going to be removing an electrical connection, you really don't want anything to kind of accidentally short out and fry something. Alright, so Aaron's going to remove the serpentine belt. We've got our socket into the pulley already, and we're using this box end wrench to get some leverage. He's just going to push that serpentine pulley that direction, and it's going to loosen the tension on the belt. Now he's got the tension off the serpentine tensioner, he's just going to pull the belt off of the power steering pulley. Alright, so we're just going to get that belt off that pulley, and now we're good. So he's going to let go of that wrench, and it should spin around. Yep, and he'll be able to get that out. Okay, and we just leave the belt where it is. We don't need to worry about that. Now we're going to loosen the power steering pump and just slide it off to the side just a little bit to get it out of the way, because what we're getting at is right here. And that, you saw that part that I showed you earlier, it needs room to slide out of that right there. So we got to move this reservoir out of the way. We can reach in here. There's a 13mm bolt right there, and there's actually two more below it that we're going to loosen. I don't need to disconnect any of the lines or anything. So this is Aaron's car, so he's learning how to fix things himself, and he's learning that getting bolts and nuts and stuff off of things can be a tedious process. Sometimes you're just standing there, just spinning bolts. Yeah, we got one more bolt right there, and then there's another one right there. So what you doing, Aaron?
Twirling my fingers. There we go. It's coming. Ugh. One more to go.
Aaron's actually quite the pro at getting this thing removed and whatnot, because we actually replaced that power steering pump once before. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to see that, video's up there.
I almost knew this girl Doreen looked just like a Jaguar. when she was a truck. I used to crash into her just so I could spoke to her.
All right, so Aaron's got all the bolts out, so you can see this power steering pump is loose. We'll be able to get this out of the way now that this reservoir is out of the way. There is a 10mm bolt right there at the end of my finger, and we're gonna get that out. Get this electrical plug out of here.
Voila.
Nice. Okay, so it doesn't just quite easily pop out. So all I'm going to do is take a screwdriver, set it on the edge of the bracket, give it a few taps with the hammer, and see if I can't rotate the solenoid just a little bit, maybe break it free just a little bit. There we go. Just to get that motion started. Just kind of have to pull and twist and hope it cooperates.
Twist.
There we go.
There we go.
It really pops. You can see how I definitely needed that reservoir out of the way. Yeah, there it is. What happens is you can see these little metal screens. I don't know how well you can see that.
Yeah.
But they're little metal screens, and oil goes through there, in and out of those screens, and there's a piston of some kind in there, and the solenoid clicks, and it's got ridges on that piston, and it either seals the hole. You can see there's a hole behind that screen. Either seals the hole or opens it, and it allows oil to go into the valve train. And basically, when you're under load, when you give it gas, or when you're letting off the gas, the ECU, the control module, tells the solenoid how much oil it needs to send to the valve train. You can tell they're a little gommed up. There's some gunk on the screens, especially that one right there. Looks like there's some gunk on that screen. So if this gets clogged up, obviously it's not sending the right amount of oil to where it needs to go, and it can cause rough idle and things like that, and flash a code. So anyway, we're not going to clean this. I'm not even going to bother. We are going to install the new one, and hopefully that code will go away. It should, because it's obvious that this one is pretty gunked. And I think what your car's got 120,000, 130,000 miles on it, and this looks like it's original to the car. So it's got that varnish and stuff on it from old oil. So anyway, we'll replace it. Aaron's gonna put in the new one. Okay, so Aaron's about ready to install this. You can see the design's a little bit different. It's got some coil springs right there, whereas this one didn't. But anyway, you can see the difference between the original equipment and the replacement. So Aaron's getting ready to slide that puppy in there, and we'll get this thing buttoned up. So he's gonna put it in the hole right over there, and do his best not to bump this thing and get dirt or anything on the screens. So here goes nothing.
Yeah, just like this, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That twisted in?
Yeah, it should just slide in, and then once you get to that O-ring, you might have to give it a couple of twists and push it in. So make sure it goes in straight.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, now you're getting to that O-ring, so you want to go ahead and push and kind of give it a little bit of twist left and right. There you go.
Right here?
Yep, so we're going to go ahead and put that 10mm bolt back in. Just tighten it until your fingers pop, and then that's how you know you're torqued. Good. Alright.
The situation is under control.
And there's still that connector back on. Cool.
Boom.
Now we got the 3 bolts for the power steering pump, and put the serpentine belt back on.
Yep. Simple procedure, really. And push it.
And be careful it doesn't slip off. Whoa, 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 whoa. Be careful it doesn't slip off of anything else. Keep everything in line. There you go. Nope. Get that back on that pulley there. Oops. Now we're derailing. We're derailing, folks.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Our belt's coming off everything. Watch out. Watch out.
It just came off of everything.
It just likes to pop off of it. This right here is going to go around this pulley. There you go. Keep it around the tensioner pulley. Yeah, it's on it. So go ahead and slide that over the top of the power steering pulley. There you go. There you go.
We're done! Yay!
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put that battery back on. I can feel that power. Feel the power.
Feel the power.
Let's go ahead and fire this thing up and see how it runs.
Fire! Bring the fire!
All right, well, that's all there is to it to replace a variable valve timing solenoid on a 2008 Chevy Failblazer. Really simple to do. One little. Oh. You okay? Dude. You okay?
You got it.
Wise guy. All right, anyway, that's how you replace the valve, whatever that thing's called. Variable valve timing, that's it. Variable valve timing solenoid on an 08 Failblazer. Aaron was able to do it himself with just a little bit of help from his old man. So we'll go in, I'll clear the check engine light, we'll drive the vehicle for a little bit, see if the code ever pops up, back up, and it shouldn't. That's the key word, it shouldn't. But that's all there is to it. Very simple job. So if your variable valve timing gets gummed up and you don't replace it over time, it can really, eventually can cause some damage to your engine. I believe that's what happened with my wife's 03 Failblazer. It started knocking, it sounded like it was getting some top end noise, and I think it was because it wasn't getting enough oil, and it didn't even cross my mind about that variable valve timing. So we're trying to avoid that from this Goofus's car. So anyway, it's that easy to replace. Good work, my man. If you like what you saw, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Check out the channel. We've got all kinds of repair videos. We've got a few videos on the Darth Blazer here if you want to check that out on my channel. If you're so inclined, subscribe. Check out some of the merch I've got in the store below. And as always, thanks for watching. God bless. Be sure and hit that like switch on your way out. See you next time. Special thanks to CarParts.com for sponsoring today's video. Guys, if you're searching for replacement parts for your vehicle, give CarParts.com a look. Their mobile-friendly site makes it super easy to search for and buy parts online anytime, anywhere, giving DIYers a parts store on demand.